feel what I feel? Is it real?
What is going on? Guys, another day in the Matrix. In this beautiful reality. So I'm walking to a spot that I usually go to, and I find this area. And I thought, you know what, fuck it, let's go this way. Well, here goes nothing. I've never been over here. And you know what, it's always good to do new things, right? So that's what we're doing. But, yeah. As always, though, I hope your guys' day is going good. Night, evening, morning, whatever it is for you. Make the most of it every moment. And always remember, every moment is a new moment. That was a cool little shot, right? It's like spinning. I loved it. What the fuck? How is this even a trail? There's literally nowhere to walk. Okay, well, yeah, I guess here's this. Behind houses and shit. I hope I didn't make the wrong decision to go over here. I may or may not end up turning around. I mean, it's cool, it's different. I just hope it ends up going to where I was trying to go in the first place. Which I think it is. Only one way to find out, huh? But and then I'll get to the point of the video. Oh my god. I knew it. I'm turning it around, guys. Bro, you can't even get anywhere. Look, it's fucking blocked off. Hold on one second. So yeah, this is where I was originally gonna go. But yeah, here I am. It worked out. I should have just came here from the beginning, man. I thought it was gonna be cool. It's gonna be different. But no. And actually, I think this is where it was gonna come out. Right here. Which is cool, but shit was blocked. Like, they don't take care of that area. So nothing but bushes, and I wasn't trying to just chop my way through, you know? The machete that I don't even have. So here we are. But let's go somewhere where there's no one, because there's people over here. We got that. My question is, where are they? I don't know. So many bugs. But here's the spot that I was actually gonna vlog at. I love this area, man. It's so green. The energy of the trees, sexy. And then they got like a little workout area. I mean, like a little, self-made, what is this? Monkey bar kind of thing, you know what I mean? It's cool. But anyways, let's talk business, And this is all these videos I make, man. It's what I go through, what I go through, what I feel like other people should know through my learnings and shit that I've learned. It's like sometimes we're not lazy. You're drained. You're drained because you're burned out. You're burned out maybe because you're doing things that you shouldn't be doing. They're not in alignment with, the version of you that you're meant to be in this lifetime. So your job is to become aware of that thing that you're doing or the people that you're around that are draining you, that are burning you out so that you can flourish, so that you can grow. It's like you're the only person that really knows is you. It's like sometimes we just gotta question the idea of burnout. Like you say you're exhausted, but really, like you say you're drained. You say you have nothing left. But let me ask you guys something. If tomorrow you woke up and you were doing something you deeply cared about, would you still feel that same level of exhaustion? You know what I mean? Or would you be more optimistic and excited? Because burnout isn't always, about hours worked. It's often about misalignment. When you're doing something that doesn't feel meaningful, your nervous system resists it. It drains you faster. It feels heavier. It requires more willpower to even do it and keep going. But when you're aligned, when what you're doing connects to your purpose, it excites you, it makes you happy. Energy flows differently. You can be physically tired, but emotionally fulfilled. There's a difference between fatigue and disconnection. Fatigue says, I need rest. Disconnection says, I need meaning. And if everything feels heavy lately, ask yourself, where did I disconnect from myself? What am I doing that's allowing this disconnection from myself to happen? Where did I start living on autopilot? Where did I choose safety over authenticity? You don't need to quit your life overnight. You know what I mean? You don't need to reconnect. You do. You need to reconnect to what makes you feel alive, excited, happy, optimistic. Sometimes burnout isn't a sign to stop. Rather, it's a signal to realign. And honestly, yeah, it could be a sign to stop, but a sign to stop doing whatever it is that's burning you out, right? That's draining you. Like for me, I was I wasn't getting enough sleep. It could have been what I was eating, the things that I was thinking, or just being too hard on myself. Like I still do daily videos, daily shorts, but I was working a job. I was working at FedEx, a place where it was misaligned. I could feel it. It was misaligned. It was draining me. It was hurting my body. I was getting physically and mentally tired after every shift to where when I'd have to force myself to make videos and shorts. So I was drained. I was burnt out. But I was doing what I was excited for, right? What excites me. But I was doing and entertaining things that were not in alignment with my spirit. I was working a job that was hurting my body. And sometimes we're even around people that are hurting our energy. Because you gotta understand your energy is sacred. Not everyone is deserving of your energy. So you gotta really be cautious of who you're around. Are they in alignment with you? Do you guys share similar values to when it comes to your journey? Do they have goals and ambitions to follow their dreams? Or are they just settling and doing the bare minimum, which is causing you to settle too because you're around that energy. It's like, well, if that's the case, you gotta leave because you are who you are around most of the time. And I was around a lot of lazy people, a lot of depressed people. You know, they would do drugs and alcohol to numb the feelings that they would feel because they never wanted to do the inner work. Anything but feeling, right? But me, on the other hand, I understood that nothing would change by numbing myself from distractions. So I felt the feelings that needed to be felt, integrated it. You know, healing happens by feeling. And ever since then, I feel so much better. You could tell my aura is glowing brighter. I feel brighter. I look better. I feel better. Because I'm no longer around people that are just draining me. You know, I'm doing what I need to do, what I want to do, creating my reality that I want to create. And then naturally, I've noticed that I've attracted people that don't drain me. You know, they encourage me. They remind me of my worth. So you gotta really ask yourself. Go within. You know, through breathing, meditating, whatever. What is draining you? Why do you feel burnt out? Maybe you're overworking yourself. Maybe you're being too hard on yourself. Maybe the shit you're eating. Maybe you're not sleeping enough. But also know that it's not bad to take a break. You know, you could take a day off. You could take 2 days off to recenter your energy and call your energy back home to your body, yourself. Just don't do it too long, right? Don't want to break the momentum, the flow. But it's like, are you around toxic energies? Are you around people who just want to talk shit on people all the time? Because I'm pretty sure if you are, it's going to be draining, you know? It's going to drain you. It's going to distract you, and you don't want. We're here for a good time, not a long time, right? So it's like you shouldn't waste any time being around people who are only draining you and distracting you from your journey. Been there, done that. You know, I had these ideas to make these videos back in 2019, but I was allowing the distractions to get the best of me. I waited, and I barely just started making these videos in 2024. You know, so there's only so much stalling we could do. Bro, that, I don't know if someone forgot it or what, but there's just like an electric bike or a motorbike that's just sitting there with no one around it. And there's a part of me that wants to ride it. But I don't know. Obviously it's someone's. I'm not gonna steal it. Whoa, almost fell. I don't want to take something that's not mine, but what the fuck? Look at this shit. At first I thought someone was here. They just left it here, bro? Okay, I don't think that's a motorbike. That's just a regular bike. Oh, wait, I think it is a motorbike. Hello? Bro, I want to ride it, though. They didn't even lock it, bro. Why is this here? Someone forgot it? That's crazy. There's a lock on it, but it's not locked. Did it break? Yeah, it is an electric bike. That's cool. Well, hopefully they can come back to it. Anywho. It's so recognizable that if I did just write it, they'd be like, hey! You know? And, you know, I don't know, the story behind it. Someone could be coming back for it. If someone else takes it, that's not my problem, but it is a cool looking bike. But where I'm at, dude, where I'm at right now, it's the small city. That's a bright ass color, very recognizable. To where I'd be riding it, they'd be like, hey, that's mine. Why'd you leave it then? Anyways, yeah, just understand that sometimes you're not really. But honestly, it's good to be burnt out sometimes because it's like your body's saying, hey, we need a shift, we need a little bit of a change. Maybe hang out with him less, hang out with her less, whatever. But there's something in your reality that is not in alignment that you're entertaining, and it's draining you. So your job is to become aware of that and let it go. And you're gonna feel so much better when you do. But yeah, just keep going. Just keep believing in yourself. Do things that bring you joy. I'm thinking of climbing this shit, but nah. It's missing some spots to hold on to. I'm gonna just take a walk after this, honestly, man. Shit, dude, I totally forgot to take off my AirPods. These need a charge. Oops. Anyways. I don't know, man. Life is good. Sometimes we just overthink. We overthink. And it's like less thinking, more doing, It's like, okay, cool, you got an idea what you want to do. Now stop thinking about it so much and put in the work. Just do it, Because it's fun to think. That's part of manifesting, right? You think, and then, okay. But then the rest of it would be doing, right? Because the universe speaks in the language of physicality. So how do you expect shit to happen if you're not actively doing it, It's like, duh. Like, there's people that be like, oh, I want to get rich. I'm going to get rich. But they'll just sit there on their phone scrolling and not doing shit. Like, you think you're just going to manifest money out of your asshole? That'd be cool. It's not how it works, though. Sorry. Not sorry. So you got to put in the work, You got to meet the universe halfway type of thing. Anywho, that's it for today, guys. I love you. Just get out there, live the life you want to live. Let go of what's not serving you so that you can finally get locked in, And you're just gonna, dude, you're gonna look so much more attractive because your energy's brighter. You're not drained anymore. The less drained you are, the brighter your aura is gonna glow. The brighter your energy is gonna be, the stronger your magnetism is gonna be, because you're not drained. You're not being held down. You're radiating. You're flowing. You're doing what you love. Nothing can stop you. Whatever. I promise you. Watch your reality shift once you let go of all the bullshit that's holding you down. You got this. Namaste, Liddy. See you in the next one. Nothing's wrong. I'm back to sleep. Not so well. I didn't perceive.